Hi dear students, welcome to my class. This is for ninth students and the chapter is atoms and molecules. So in this class I am going to discussing about some exercise questions in the page number 43. Okay. In that 43 page number of 43, 44 and 45 we have questions. In that questions I am going to solve in this class two questions. That means we have two problems. In that first one is like this: a 0.24 grams of a sample of a compound of oxygen. 0.24 grams of, you have to remember the mass here. 0.24 grams of sample of a compound of oxygen and boron was found by analysis to contain 0.96 grams of boron and 0.144 grams of oxygen. So these are the reactants, boron and oxygen. From this we have a total mass of compound, that is 0.24. So this is the mass of product. So from this calculate the percentage composition of a compound by weight. So this is the data. So that means you have to first understand that. So mass of the first one I am taking this boron, mass of boron, mass of boron, that is equal to 0.096 grams. Okay. Next, mass of the oxygen, mass of oxygen is 0.144 grams, and total mass of compound, that is equal to 0.24 grams, 0.24 grams. So this is about the given data. From this data you have to find out the percentage by mass of the compounds oxygen and boron. Okay. So first I am going to calculate the percentage by mass of boron. So percentage mass of by boron is boron. So we have to take a formula. That is given mass by which mass, total mass of a compound, total mass of a compound into 100. This 100 why? Because of percentage. Okay. So given mass, how much more given mass of boron, that is 0.096 grams of boron is there, and total mass of compound 0.24 grams into 100, that is why? Because of percentage, right? So please remember this 100 for a percentage. So 0.096 divided by 0.24. After you getting after simplifying this, we have to get the answer 0.4 into 100. So 0.4 into 100, that is equal to 40 percentage. 40 percentage of mass of boron is there. Mass of boron. Next is mass of oxygen. You have to find by using same formula. You have to calculate percentage by mass of oxygen. So given mass of oxygen, how much ma? 0.144 by a total mass, that is 0.24. Here also gram, here also gram, into 100. Okay. So 0.144 by 0.24 into 100. So after simplifying, 0.144 by 0.24, that is 0.6 into 100. So that is 60 percentage. So 60 percentage of oxygen is there and 40% of boron is there. So this is the percentage composition of a compound, that is boron and oxygen. This is what first problem. Okay. Next second problem. So carefully observe. This is somewhat tricky. Okay. So when 3 grams of carbon carbon burnt in 8 grams of oxygen. C represents carbon and O represents oxygen. And so this is, so when 3 grams of carbon burnt in 8 grams of oxygen, 11 grams of carbon dioxide is produced. So this gives the information of a chemical reaction. So what mass of carbon dioxide will be formed when 3 grams of carbon burnt in 50 grams of oxygen? So this is the first part of our question. Next, which law of chemical combination will govern your answer? In this we have two sub questions is there. First they give the information. So carbon symbol, that is C right now. So this C means carbon burnt with or reacts with oxygen, O2 right now. So this carbon reacts with oxygen, it produces carbon dioxide. It produces carbon dioxide, right? So this is carbon and this is oxygen. This is carbon dioxide. CO2 is the chemical formula for carbon dioxide. Next, how many grams? So 3 grams of carbon. 3 grams of carbon burnt in 8 grams of oxygen. So 8 grams of oxygen. How much grams of carbon dioxide is formed? 11 grams of carbon dioxide is formed. So now you have to calculate the mass of reactants. These are the reactants. This is the product right now. So 3 plus 8, how much more? 11 grams of reactants is there, and 11 grams of products are there. So that means this chemical reaction follows first law of chemical combination. Which is the first law, ma? First law of conservation of mass. What it states, ma? First law of chemical combination, conservation of mass. Chemicals in a mass neither be created nor be destroyed in a chemical reactions. Mass in a chemical reaction, mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. This is what the first law of conservation of mass. So this is the second part of question. Which law? That is first law, that is conservation of mass. So next is, so we have to find out the next C. So 3 grams of carbon reacts with 8 grams and produces 11 grams. So this is the and also it goes the second law, that is a constant proportion. So this, from this constant proportion, see, total mass of the first law is this is over first law. So this first law is apply for this second question, that which law of chemical combination will govern your answer? That is first law of chemical combination. So this is another portion. That means the combination or compounds contains carbon and oxygen, right? Carbon, oxygen in a fixed ratio by mass. Fixed ratio by mass. This carbon dioxide in form a fixed mass ratio, that is 3:8. That means always this 3 grams of carbon reacts with 8 grams of oxygen only. 8 grams of oxygen only. Therefore, so 3 grams of carbon, 3 grams of carbon must 3 grams of carbon must always reacts with 8 grams of oxygen. 8 grams of oxygen only. So whatever it is the mass of oxygen, so but it should always react with the 8 grams only. That states by constant proportions. So this is states by constant proportion. Therefore 3 grams of carbon must always combine with 8 grams of oxygen only. This means therefore this. So 3 grams of carbon, here 3 grams of carbon burnt in 50 grams. So 50 grams of oxygen. So in the place of 8, 50 grams is there. But in this 50, only 8 grams are reacts with the carbons. Remaining 42 42 grams of oxygen. 42 grams of oxygen unreacted. Unreacted. So this means 50 minus 8. 50 minus 8, that is 42. So 42 grams of, that is 42 grams of oxygen is unreacted. That means this carbon reacts with 8 grams only and produces 11 grams of carbon dioxide only. Always this is told by constant proportion law. This is told by constant proportion law. So this is all today's class. This is first question and this is second question. So this is somewhat tricky. That's why I am going to explain once again. Okay. So when 3 grams of carbon burnt in 8 grams of oxygen. So 3 grams of carbon burns in 8 grams of oxygen, which produces 11 grams of carbon dioxide. That means mass of reactants and mass of products are equal. That's why this follows first law of chemical combination, that is a conservation of mass. Conservation of mass. And second law, that is a constant proportion told to us. So this carbon dioxide formed always fixed ratio by mass, that is 3:8. 3:8. That means 3 grams of carbon must always reacts with or always combines with 8 grams of oxygen only. 8 grams of oxygen only. That means 3 grams of carbon. So in say first part, that means what mass of carbon dioxide will formed in 3 grams of carbon burnt in 50 grams. It may be oxygen mass. Right now, it may be 50 grams or maybe 100 grams. But the reacting capacity, the carbon reacts with only 8 grams. That's why in 50, only 8 grams are reacted and 42 grams are unreacted and produces 11 grams of carbon dioxide only. So your answer. So how much carbon, when 3 grams of burnt in 50 grams of oxygen, how much carbon dioxide? 11 grams of carbon dioxide only. Why? Because 8 grams of oxygen only reacted, remaining 42% unreacted. Okay, this is what today's class. In the next class, we will discuss further questions. Okay, thank you.